Hey everybody, this is Jeffrey Jansen. Today is May 27th at 1:58 p.m. 13:58 for all you military people out there. It is a motivational Wednesday today, and I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you guys all know that you matter and you're important. A lot of times when things come up with motivation or what things that we have to do with like daily reflections, the stuff that I do kind of goes over a little of everything. It's just kind of things that we all think about every day. We don't always think about the same stuff every day. But a lot of times what people forget, and you know, me being a Catholic and everything like that, you know, one of the things that I do know to do, and I have a really, really hard time, is, you guys remember me reading you the book, The Dream Giver, right? And I always talk about the desert. Well, there's another part, then it goes the land of the giants. Well, after the land of the giants comes the next part. It's with motivation or with religion or with daily reflections or whatever it is that you're doing, okay? You don't have to be religious for all this stuff. And I say that as to never segregate or never let anybody think that they can't do the same thing just because of a belief system they're in, okay? But one of the things that is impressive, and we don't think too much of it, and I'll have to give a quick analogy, a quick short story. When I was in high school and in junior high, I used to wrestle, okay? And, you know, you train for 3 minutes of wrestling, okay? And you train the whole time because you want to win. You want to go all the way to state. You want to basically every year you want to do your best. In track and field, what do? You practice. You know, 100-meter dash lasts just a couple seconds, okay? A mile run only lasts a couple minutes, depending on how fast you are, you know, and you're practicing to always get faster. But once you win, or once the race is over, then what do? So I tell everybody everything's in between. You know, in the book, The Dream Giver, one of the things that I reflect upon, and I try to stay consistent with, is it's not your dream technically. It's not what you're trying to do. It's what is expected of you. It's what you think you have to do for whatever reason. Well, here's just it. When you win and you get everything done, then it's time to give it up. Not to stop, not to quit what you're doing, but to give that dream back. You need to basically be like, you get everything you wanted, you're on top of the world. Now you got to give it back to God, or give it back to wherever it comes from. And a lot of people, they don't understand that because it's confusing. What I'm talking about right now, it's very, very confusing about what do you mean you give back the dream? What do you mean you give back your accomplishments? The reason why is because that was just a mission of yours. That was just a goal. That was not the overall, but you made it the overall thing thinking because it was, you wanted it so bad. But what happens when you get it? What happens when you finally reach it? And this is the reason why people that win the lottery, people that get into success, people that get that quick route to money and success, they're not able to keep it. Is because once they have it, you know, they've done everything to plan for it, but they did nothing to plan for what happens when they get it. And so what they do is they throw it away. They become, you know, all of a sudden everything's gone. They literally did not know what to do, and so they lost everything. Even though they won, they still lost everything. But then those that are very, very successful, you're like, well, what they did was they gave it back. They're like, okay, here you go. I trust in a higher power. Take what I have right now. Look, you gave me this dream, and now you're asking for it back. You have to give it back. When you give it back, now a whole new mindset, a whole new door is going to open for you, a whole new way of getting things done, accomplishing things. I would have never started these talks years ago if I would have held on to what I wanted the most. I had to give it up. I had to basically turn it back over and say, okay, what do you want now? Where am I going now? I'm all yours. I had to literally let loose, cut all ties, and be like, now what? Because by holding on, I managed to get the success I wanted. But success is not permanent, okay? What's permanent is giving back your dream for a bigger one. And then all of a sudden, I mean, think about it. I went from not knowing what I wanted, to the Army, which I immediately went into the Marine Corps after. And then from the Marine Corps, I met some of the greatest people in the world, went all around the world and back again, and, you know, loved every minute of it. To turning around and, you know, going to college, getting out of college and opening up bars and nightclubs where, you know, I know people, the drama and the lies, you know, it's just stupid. So what happened was I was very successful with it, and I could have kept going, but I gave it up. And, you know, I was given a daughter who became everything. And then I went into the legal field. You know, not the legal field that most people know of, but what I do today to help people. And now I'm helping more people than what even an everyday lawyer can help, because I'm able to give peace of mind to people. Now, is it perfect? No. But I'm happier now than ever before, because I gave up what I was trying to go after, because I was trying to hold on to something. I was trying to hold on to something, and you know what? I'm glad I did that, because by holding on to the clubs and everything, look at what's going on now. Everything's closed. I've always been guided by my gut, by God, whatever you want to say. I believe in God, so I like to think it was God, to go in and actually follow what He wants me to do, you know? And I have to give up the things I want the most in life, knowing that I'm going to get rewarded 3 times as much. You know, you can never expect anything at all. Never expect anything. But if you don't give it up, what are you losing to give it? You've already got it. It's time to do something different. What are you going to do? Hold on to it and have that one dream like Al Bundy with Married with Children? I got that one dream, you know, that football. I scored 3 touchdowns in high school. No, because you're better than that. You have, like I said, you have more goals to be set. You have more options, you know? I went from the Army into the Marine Corps, and I loved every minute. I went from being National Guard into active duty, and I never in a million years would have thought I would have went that direction, but I did. And that's what made all the difference in the world. So now what you have to do is that motivation you have, the motivation will always be with you. The motivation is what you create. The dream is of a higher power. So whatever you want most in life, you must give it up. And sometimes people are like, well, I'm not going to give up my... No, you have to. Abraham had to give up his one son. And you know what? God sent an angel down and said, hey, no. Sacrifice a lamb instead. I just wanted to know. And, you know, in return, he got all, you know, he was very much rewarded, you know. Look at the story of Job in the Bible. Look it up, okay? The guy had everything taken from him. His wealth, his land, his riches, you know, even his health, his family, everything was taken from him. But you want to know something? In the end, he got even more, because he never strayed. He never, you know, I couldn't figure out for the life of him what he did wrong. But in the end, you know, he managed. So sometimes you've got to just turn it over to a higher power. Turn over to God what you need to turn over to God. Turn over to the spirits what you got to turn over to the spirits. Whatever you have to do. Because your mission is just getting started. Who you are is just getting started. I'm only a messenger. That's sometimes what people can't figure out sometimes. We're not the lead character. Sometimes we're the messenger. And sometimes that's all it takes. Because whatever is going to be right for us, it will be taken care of. We just have to believe in ourselves and believe in what we do and believe in who we are. So my thing to you is believe in who you are. Do the best you can every single day. Be great every day. Love your kids. Tell them you love them. Do what you feel is right, okay? Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. Be great every day. And from there, everything else will come to you. My name's Jeffrey Jansen, everybody. I'm where I need to be. I love you all. I think you all are great. Have a great day, everybody.